All right, hello readers. We are going to be reading Time for Kids. This issue is all about playing sports, in particular football, and how we can be extra safe if we choose to play the game football. We have some really nice weather upon us right now, and so hopefully you're outside playing, getting fresh air, getting sunshine, and you might choose to throw a ball around, and you can read with me now about how to do that safely. I'll share the screen with you, and then we can start reading about how to play football safely. You can see all kinds of issues there. That's kind of fun, isn't it? Okay, so this again, it's about football, and I'm going to challenge you to be able to talk about who it's about, where it happens, what is the problem that people want to solve. So we have who, what, where, why is this an important article to share with you, and how can we follow their advice and be a little bit safer when we're playing this game. Let me zoom in and we'll start reading together. Okay. Actually, I'll do the little caption for you first. Ready? Read. A player carries the ball during a flag football game. Okay, as a good reader, you might be asking, what is flag football? But you might already know, and that's awesome. The title, and I do want you to read this with me. Ready? Read. Game Changer. So they're changing how to play this game. If you can see the white text, read with me. Football is rough. More and more kids are playing a safer version of America's favorite sport. So you might have another question here. How do they know football is America's favorite sport? It may or may not be yours. That's okay. Let's turn to the inside to find out how we can play this game more safely. As always, take a minute to look around. Notice what catches your eye. Okay, we have this little inset here. We have a cool looking title, and then we have our glossary, our power words, opponent and quarterback. Okay, the topic is sports. The title of this article is right here. Let's read it together. Ready? Read. A safer sport. Okay. Down 1 to go 10, ball on 35. So those are terms or vocabulary that goes with the game of football. I'm going to read these captions. If you can see them, actually I can zoom in. Now I know you can see them. Okay, read with me. Ready? Right here. Read. A player tries to grab an opponent's flag. Each player wears a mouth guard for protection. Okay, so then we can check. That's what those big things are. They are mouth guards. So that's one thing these guys can do to keep their teeth from falling out. Right here, ready? Read with me. Flag football requires skill and speed. So here we have some girls playing. They don't have those mouth guards in, which is interesting. Oh, and then he's grabbing that flag. Okay. So remember, I want you to think about who, what, where, maybe when, why, how. So let's start, and then I'll stop after the first paragraph. I'll stop right here, and then we'll think about if we can answer any of those questions. Ready? Read with me. Danny Lee was going into the 5th grade. He wanted to join the school football team. His dad had other ideas. I have friends who never want their kids playing tackle football, Peter Lee told Time for Kids. Peter is Danny's dad. He wanted Danny to play flag football instead. The game does not involve tackling. Okay, so can we name a who? Who is this article about? Danny. And Danny is a 5th grader. What does Danny want to do? He wants to play football. And what is the problem? Why can he not do that? Okay, his dad says he doesn't want him to because he wants him to play flag football, not tackle football. Tackle football is where they knock each other over using their bodies. Okay. Let's start at the next paragraph. Ready? Read with me. Experts say kids under 14 are too young to play tackle football. The sport can cause serious head injuries. In parentheses, it says, see Hard Knocks. The quotation marks around this phrase means that it is that little title of a short story in this article, or a short bit of information in this article. There's not a character talking like in fiction. So this tells us, oh, that's a little title. I'll keep reading. Read with me. Ready? Read. A 2017 study found that playing tackle football before age 12 can lead to health problems later in life. Okay, so this might be a why. Like, what is this about? It's about playing football safely. Why is that important? Why do we need to know this information? Well, because playing tackle football when you're 14 or 12 or younger can lead to health problems later in life. Okay, let's keep reading. Ready? Read with me. Flag football is a safer sport. It's growing faster than any other team sport in the United States. There are 1.5 million kids ages 6 to 12 playing it. That's more than those who are playing tackle football. Okay, so what was this paragraph about? It's about flag football. And why do we need to read about flag football? I think because it's very popular. A lot of kids want to play it. 1.5 million, that's a lot. And it's safer. Okay. I saw this protecting players and then something about flag football. So I thought instead of reading this up here, I'm going to read more about flag football. Ready? Read with me. Protecting players. Here's how flag football works. Every player wears a belt with flags on it. The quarterback throws the ball to a teammate who runs for the end zone. The opponents try to stop that player by grabbing one of his or her flags. It's a fast-moving game. Okay, readers, you noticed I stumbled a little bit there. That's okay. That happens when we read sometimes. I also kept going on the words quarterback and opponents because I do have some background knowledge about this game. And I know that a quarterback is one of the players. There's one of them. Everybody knows who it is. They throw the ball. They start off the play for that part of the game. And I know that the opponents are the other team. These are both nouns. They're both people. The power words here, if you wanted to check it, opponent, you can check my knowledge. So it's a noun, of course. It's a player on the other team. Check. And then the quarterback, noun, a player who throws the ball to the other players. So it's this special position on the team. Okay. So why is this safe? Why is this a better option for kids? That's our question. Why? I think because you're just throwing a ball and you're just pulling on a flag. So you're not pushing anyone over onto the ground to stop the play. What else? How do you play it? Well, you need the ball, you need teams, and then the belts with flags. Okay, let's read more. Ready? Read with me. Sophie Day is 14. She plays for an all-girl team in Nevada. She says flag football is more exciting than tackle. But for Sophie's mom, it's all about safety. In regular football, you have to be big, you have to be bad, and you have to win, Michelle Day says. Not with flag football. It's known as the friendly sport. And this was written by Brian S. McGrath. So I wonder why Sophie thinks flag football is more exciting. Again, because I do have some background knowledge about the game, I'm making an inference and guessing that it's more exciting because you can start plays faster. And so you get more time actually playing the game. In tackle football, when you're constantly knocking people over, you have to stop, and the players have to get up off the ground and check for injuries and then reset. And it is slower paced. So I think it's great that there's a game that kids can safely play. Now let's see if we can read about the hard knocks. Remember, this came up at the beginning of the article. This is answering the question, why is this important? Why is it important that kids have a safe version of football to play? So hard knocks, serious head injuries. Let's go up here. Read with me. Ready? Read. A concussion is a brain injury. It can happen with a hard blow to the head or body. Concussions can be serious. A person with a concussion might look confused. He or she might stumble or pass out. Later, a person might become dizzy or get a headache. Or he or she might just not feel right. If you suffer a serious knock to the head or body, tell an adult right away. Okay, take a moment now. Can we answer who? Who is this about? Kids that want to play, and I mean the whole article. This is about kids that want to play football. What is the author trying to tell us? So the author's trying to tell us that tackle football is not safe for kids. It can lead to concussions, a brain injury, and that there are safer, better options, and they happen to be more fun. Okay, who, what, where? Where does this story take place? I remember that this team, they're playing in Nevada. That's a state in western United States. They're outside, they're on a field. So we have who, what, where, why. We've answered that a lot. Why is this important? We've done that a lot. How? How do we play football safer? I think with the flags instead of tackle. Really, I think that's it. Okay, let's flip to the back. I will zoom out so you can see the whole thing. Look quickly at what catches your eye. And it says play it safe. We will read it together. I'll zoom in. Now I notice no football here. Okay, ready? Read with me. Sports can be a lot of fun. They are also a great way to get exercise and stay healthy. But it's important to stay safe. Here are 4 ways to take care of yourself while playing. Okay, so any sport, here's what to do to be safe and healthy. Move and stretch. Before playing, it's good to warm up. Go for a light jog. Learn the proper ways to stretch. This will lessen your chances of getting injured. And so I bet you've learned about that in PE classes, about warming up your body, getting the blood flowing, getting oxygen to your muscles. Okay, let's read this part. Ready? Read. Listen up. Rules aren't only meant to keep the game fair. They are also meant to protect you. Listen to your coach. He or she will keep you and your playmates in the game. Okay, so we have 2 ways now to stay safe in any sport. Move and stretch. Listen to the rules. Listen to your coach. Okay, ready? 3rd way, read with me. Wear protective gear. Protective gear includes helmets, pads, and mouth guards. Different sports require different gear. Make sure your gear fits properly. And that one kind of makes sense, right? Put some padding on if you're playing a dangerous game. It looks like there's snow and ice. That would be dangerous. It could be really slippery. All right, so warm up and stretch. Listen to the rules and your coach. Wear the protective and appropriate gear for the game. And last, or 4th, ready, read. Drink water. The body needs water. When you sweat, your body loses water. That's why it's a good idea to keep a water bottle nearby during play. Take a break and drink up. Okay, so throughout this reading, which we read a lot, you learned about how to stay safe if a kid wants to play football. You learned about 4 things to keep in mind for any sport, and you answered questions and listened to me kind of repeat and retell what I was reading. And that's something that good readers do when they want to remember what they read and when they need to talk about it or answer questions like you might have to do in school. It's good to stop, retell to yourself what you've already read. We're doing it out loud, but you can even do this inside your head without saying it out loud. If you can, go ahead and get outside and play whatever you want, and then I will see you here next time for more reading. Thank you.